Hey there, people. How's it going? This is Flawless from Flawless Rage 2, bringing you another live stream. Tonight, we are back with the one and the only House Flipper, and we are going to be continuing on with our 80s themed house. So it's going to be very, very interesting. The topic for the next house has been chosen. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Hopefully, it's possible we may get onto that tonight. Now, I've done a bit of work to the house, which I'll show you in a minute. But before I get to that, I hope you guys are okay out there, had a good day. Apologies for me not being here last night. As I stated last week, yesterday I actually had to have a procedure. I had to have a tooth out, and my mouth was quite sore and stuff. But today I'm pleased to announce it's much better, and we are getting there gradually. So there you go. If you hear any noise in the background, that's my birds tweeting in the background. So apologies for them. They are noisy fuckers. Right, but without any further ado, let's get into this. So, carrying on tonight with the 1980s house. Let's do this thing. Let's get to the house and sort it out. I've done a bit of work to it, and you'll see what that work is. So, yeah, it doesn't look like it does on your screen right now anymore, put it that way. It actually looks pretty damn fucking special. Getting like that 80s sort of like interior design. But we got to go all out yet. And you'll see exactly what I mean in just a moment. So hopefully we can get this house finished tonight. So here's the outside. Nothing drastic. Grass has been cut. Left a few trees there. But around the back, I've put a pool. So there is a pool outside. You've got your standard stuff. Like an old sort of style classic barbecue. And we call them over here hammock in some places. They'll call them garden chairs, but that's a hammock, and that's been done. The actually outside of the house isn't too bad, so I may not need to do that. But we'll see how we go on the inside. As we enter, you'll see what we've done here. So let's shut this door, shut that door as well. You don't need to see in there for a minute. So 80s houses, especially ones that I've seen, being an 80s kid as well, you always notice like it's floral wallpaper, stuff like that. So I've paired a floral wallpaper with basic brown doors and a beige carpet. You've also got these units here with a plant on them. The plant's a little bright, but that's the best I could find. Usually in the 80s, you can't get them on this game, sadly, but a landline telephone would be out there on a, what would actually be called a telephone table. So that's that. Over here, we're going to have a bedroom. We've just put a teal coloured carpet down in here. Nothing else been done yet, so that needs to be done tonight. Also in here, we've done this one, and we've got like this grey, so well, it said it was black, but we've got this grey carpet down in here. This is going to be probably the master bedroom. Over here, this is going to be the living area, the living room, and it's just got a blue carpet down. Now, the bathroom is complete. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your standard 1980s bathroom. Oh yeah, we've gone for sort of like that old sort of style, early 80s look in here with the tiling, and also on the floor as well you've got green tiles. Also got a green bathtub. I'm doing that because of the bright colours, because that's what 80s was about, bright colours and stuff. So that's pretty damn special. Now the question is, where do we start? Do we do bedrooms first, or in here, which is going to be the kitchen? That's had a floor laid. You used to get these like tiled kind of floors. Where I used to live when I was a kid, the house I grew up in, that had kitchen tiled floor. So that's why I've gone for this one. Like a brickwork design. Very, very nice. I've been around and done some plastering. I don't know if anything else is going to need to be plastered up in this place because it is pretty damn rough. However, we are going to turn this into the 80s kitchen. So let's do this first as we're already in here. We may as well. Right, so look, we need walls. Now, the question is, what do we go for? Panels? Tiles? No, we went for that design, but we could go for the green in here. That would actually work, actually. I'm doing it. Let's go for the green. Let's go for the green. Now, I know you see sort of like these things like 80s and this like neon lights and stuff like that, and now we will get to that. But we're doing it sort of like more of the style. That's what the theme's about. So we've probably got more tiles than we need, which is a good thing. And what we're going to do, straight off the bat, with no messing around, is get these tiles on this wall. So here we go. Let's do this thing. Let's get these tiles on this wall for this themed house. Lovely. And we'll see exactly what goes on here. So what's coming up this week on Flawless Rage 2? I hear you scream. Well, tonight you got House Flipper. Tomorrow night we're starting a brand new farm on Farming Simulator 22. And on Thursday you'll have House Flipper, and Friday, of course, is your weekly Vinyl Friday. What's it going to be this week? You'll have to wait and find out. But as we continue with the 80s themed house here, looking really good. Now that does look a bit 80s, I must admit. I mean, it has got a vibe of 70s to it, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, we're going sort of like early 80s in some of the rooms. The style from the 70s stayed around quite a while. Hell, some people even now in 2021 still have that sort of like 70s vibe, early 80s vibe going on in their house. It used to be about floral wallpapers and things like that. But things I remember and things I know of like the 80s is, you know, there was, don't get me wrong, every decade has shit. And there was a fair share of it in the 80s. But things we didn't have things like, even in the 90s as well, this leads up into actually, we didn't have sort of like mobile phones. You'd see them in the 80s, but they'd be these massive brick things and had like a really heavy external battery pack with them that worked off a satellite. You'd have them. You'd have, you know, there were no mobile phones. There was no social media. Home computers were few and far between. If you wanted a computer, the closest you would get to an actual PC at home would actually be a console, which would be like a Commodore 64 or a ZX Spectrum or something like that, which could play games but also worked as a home PC as well. To listen to music, we had, until I don't know what year they came in. I want to say 1986, but I think that might even be a bit late. Probably a bit before then as well, but first part of the 80s, certainly, we didn't have CDs to listen to. We had, it was either records or cassettes. A lot of people using reel-to-reel and stuff. And that's just how it was in the 80s, you know. That was, it was a simpler time. It really was a simpler time. But, you know, also, I mean, TVs, for instance. When I was growing up, right, you know, you think about this now, okay? Think about what we've got now here in 2021, okay? We have Now TV, we have Apple TV, we've got Netflix, we've got IMDb TV, we've got BritBox, we've got all these other streaming services that are available to you at the click of a button. Prime Video is another one. And, you know, in the 80s, we didn't have that at all. If you wanted to see the latest movie, you had to wait. If you didn't go to the cinema to watch it, you had to wait until that came out on VHS. That's right, VHS. We had VHS videos, we had Betamax. you know, all of that sort of like technology. And a lot of people still like the older stuff. I mean, CRT TVs, that's what it was. TV channels. You can go onto any subscription box, be it Sky, Virgin, whatever, BT box, like a UView box or something. You've got an abundance of channels, over, hundreds and hundreds of channels sitting there waiting for you to watch. When I was growing up, we had four TV channels. Literally, BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, and Channel 4. That was your lot. And we made do with that. We had all of the things that we had, were just simple. Very simple. There was no sort of like setting your DVR or anything like that to record the latest episode of your favourite show. There was none of that. It was sort of like, record it on a video cassette, and you could set the timer to go off on them and record it on the channel, but you had to make sure that video recorder was set to that channel to do it. It was a different time. Not now. You wouldn't get that now. What you get now is sort of like, I feel like watching this show. I'm going to watch it on this channel at this time. That's just how it is. So, but back in the day, you had to record it on a video cassette. They would record it, and then you'd have to rewind the tape back, then press play, watch through it, and it was a real, it was a real thing. It was quite a challenge to a lot of people, but it was simple. It was very simple. Now, you got this channel showing this, and you got all these different categories: movie channels, sports channels, music channels, gardening, cooking. All of that is available to you. And now, when I was growing up, if there was comedy going to be on TV, comedy was going to be on TV. You had what you were given. There was no on-demand services, nothing like that. Hell, the internet didn't even exist in homes. You had a telephone line and you had a landline, and that was what your telephone line was connected to. Not a router that can give you fiber broadband or can stream movies to your TV in 4K. Nothing like that. We didn't have any of that. We had very, very, it was very, very little, what we had. And in a way, that was, in a way, they were the good old days. Because if you think about it, they had, it was just sort of like the way it was. I'm going to put strip lights in here because they were around then. I think. So I'll put a couple of strip lights in here. But that's just how it was. So, you see the 80s advertised on TV, sort of like these different 80s albums and stuff, and the music, And that is where I find that, and the movies is where I find the 80s was most iconic when it comes to the movies and everything like that. Because if you think about it, if we didn't have the 80s movies then, what would we have now? A lot of things get remade, a lot of things get rebooted these days. Sometimes it's okay, and sometimes it's the biggest fucking failure you've ever seen in your life. And that's just how it is these days. It really is. I'm not a huge fan of reboots. I will watch them, but I tend to like the originals, Like, for instance, let's go, say, an old TV show of like, let's go for an 80s one. Why not? The A-Team. I adore the A-Team. I have every episode on DVD. And then a few years ago, that movie came out, and that was an absolute fucking bomb. It was crap. Now, your opinions may differ. That was my opinion to it. But I didn't get on with it, It was very, very different, but I just didn't enjoy that shit. Just didn't enjoy it at all. But I guess that's how it is. Okay, so now it's time to put some cabinets up in this place. So we're going to do that. And if we think about an 80s home, you could go with any of these, really. Oh, I might go with this one, put a few of these up, and let's go in a light blue. Because these colours, you know, 80s were about, I will admit, they were about colour. My lord, they really were about colour. Two of those on the wall to kick us off. And then below that, you're going to have a cooker. Now, that's going to be a fucking challenge to find a cooker that looks 80s. We'll just have to get what we can get. No, not living room. We're not there yet. Kitchen. Can we get electronic equipment? Yes, we can. How is that electronic? How is a fucking cabinet electronic? Okay. Cookers have always really looked the same. But I like the look of this one. The base is going to be that colour, so... Oh, fucking hell, yeah, go on, let's do it. Okay, we got our cooker. We've got our 1980s cooker right there. There it is. Let's put a few more little bits in. We need a fridge. And we also need a sink area as well. So we'll do that. Can we get a fridge in here? Refrigeration's right there. What can we get? That's perfect. Okay, so the fridge, I'm actually going to sit over here next to the cooker. If I can, if it'll allow me to. Or should we put it somewhere different? Well, we can't put it there. Okay, so we have a very old looking refrigerator. We have our cooker. We still need to put some cabinets in though to complete that. Is there anything else we need? We could put a washing machine in, but I highly doubt it's gonna look as good. Microwaves, they came about later. Let's just put some cabinets in, I think. Functional cabinets. Sink. We need a sink. I think I'd like to go for this one. And the tabletop of it. Well, that's just going to be... Nah. Not that. Granite. Brown. No. Snowy. No. Grey marble. That'll just have to do. And the sink will go... Typically they go over there, but for the purposes of this build, I'm going to put it under here. And then we're going to get some cabinets. Standing cabinets, standing kitchen sets. You could do that, but we're going to go cabinets. And we'll just go for these. And do you know what? They're actually okay how they are. Because they should match up to that. I know they've got a slightly different top, but that won't really matter all that much. Unless you really look for it. Okay. So we have a sink, we have a cooker, we have a fridge. What else is missing in this room? Well, we do need to do the windows, put some blinds up the windows, just standard ones will be fine. But I would also like to put a heater in here. Heating. Believe that is in installations. And it's right there. I'll move it along a bit, because why not? So this room's very close to being completed. These tiles look a bit chipped and stuff. I hope, hope they're okay there. Okay, so let's get some more stuff going right now. And what we need to complete the look of this, we're going to be needing some blinds to put up the windows. I'm just going to go the usual, just standard white will be fine. And how many are we going to need? So there's one there, 2, 3. Okay. Right, let's assemble them and get them going. Lovely stuff. Let's do this one. Awesome stuff. I didn't want to... Right, this one's going to look like it's been rolled up. There we go. So that is your 1980s style kitchen. But we're missing one thing. We are missing one thing. Do you know what that one thing could be? We are missing a dining table. Now, unlike today where families don't really get together and eat with each other anymore, kids these days tend to have meals like up in the bedroom or whatever, something like that. You know, back in the 80s, it used to be sort of like family was more close knit, and you'd used to have dinner with your breakfast, dinner, and tea, or some people would call it lunch and then dinner. I know it's confusing. I'm still confused about it, but yeah, some people would sort of like have it with family. You'd have a your meal and talk about your day and stuff, and it used to be like that. Not anymore though. Them days are gone. Now it's sort of like kids will want to, just want to have their food up in their bedroom while playing, a game or watching a movie or something. And that's fine. I'm all for that, but still, that's just how it is. So one thing I'm going to do is get rid of that bucket of plaster. And there it is, your 1980s style kitchen. Very nice. Hello, second viewer. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to say hello unless you're a spy. And if you're one of those, you know what you can do. Okay, next up, let's do the living room. This one's going to be a fucking challenge because of TVs. Okay. No lights in here. Do we need to plaster anywhere? It looks like it might just go straight on. We've done a bit of plastering work in here anyway, and I've taken that door off there on purpose, or covered that up, because you're eating in the kitchen. You ain't coming in the living room to eat, you know what I mean? So that's all good stuff. So let's do this thing. So back then, it was all about the wallpaper, and there's no different here tonight. We're going to go for the wallpaper in a bright colour. We're going to try and go bright on this. Ridiculously bright, I'm talking, okay? So let's see what we can work out here. I could go something like that. That's a bit extreme. Uh, there's this one. Or that one. Or that one. Fucking hell, that is bright. Now, that's got a bit of an 80s vibe to it, I will admit. But do I go to like a lighter colour? Because that will brighten the room up. I think that might be too bright, you know. I'm just thinking about going with the standard one here. You know? Should we try it? Let's try it and see if we like it. Right. Here we go. Okay. It's not looking too bad. Because it's still got a bit of brightness to it with the colour in it, you know? It's still got a bit of brightness to it. Of course, we're going to be putting, you know, some more different stuff in here. You know, lights and stuff. And try and make the curtains, hopefully, if we can put bloody curtains up in here. Hopefully make them as bright as the surface of the fucking sun. But, you know, we shall see what we can do. Does that need plastering? I need a fucking ladder again, don't I? No, my left hand is occupied. Oi, oi, tiger. Right. There's a joke there somewhere, I'm sure. Right, okay, now let's... What? Fuck you! I want a fucking thingy. Go away. No, not there. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons tonight. There we go. A ladder. There we go. And that just actually gives the top of the wall there a nice touch. It really does. Because it's not overpowering. Or any shit like that. Can we get some more tiles? 3. Oh, that's going to go far, isn't it? Being critical of my own fucking work now. Whatever next. Right, hang on. Let's jump off the ladder. Now, why the fuck are you like that? Okay. We'll go with it. We're not going to mess around. We're going to go with it. Let's continue what we're doing. I'm up the ladder. What's going on? Why can't I move? There we go. Sell the bloody thing. I might need to buy it again in a minute to do this. But in any event, we're going to continue with what we're doing here. We'll continue putting this wallpaper around. It's actually going to work, I think. I do think this is going to work. Please don't say that's gone on the fucking outside. Oh, I didn't want to do the outside. If I have to, I will, though. Okay. Looks like that sun is going down, so we need to get this wallpaper on here and get some lights going in this room ASAP. Now, the theme for the next house is going to be the movie lover's house. Okay? We've got the gamer. Now we're going to have the movie. Okay? Great idea given to me by somebody. I'm going to use it, and that's going to be the theme of our next house, is the movie lover. I'll be putting things in the house, and it'll be explained why those things are in that house. So we'll get back to that. 2 people watching again. Hello, whoever you are. You can't be a spy because, you know, spies come in and they go again because they're stupid and have no valid opinion. Right. Okay. So we do need to get up the. Oh, hello. Hang on a minute. Do I need a ladder? Why did I need a ladder for the other fucking side then? Oh, fine. Fair enough. Okay. I think that part of the room is good to go. Okay, we'll continue with what we're doing. Lighting is next. Your standard 80s living room. It was all about the lampshades back then. It was all about the lampshades. So that's what we're going to go for. Lampshaded room. We could go with that one. Or I'm happy to go with something a little bit different, maybe. Let's go with the standard. No, we could go absolutely fucking crazy on that. We could even go like that, or even have it like that, or pink, or that. We're going to go that. We're going to go that just to be a little bit different. Put that one there. Put another one there. I think that should be good enough. And they hang really low. They're quite big. They give off the right amount of light, though. I like what has been done here. Okay. Now we've got to fill it with stuff. I can't put any stereos in it, unfortunately, although back then in the 80s... What the fuck? Ashley. The fuck? Hello. That's copyright infringement. What's up, fam? You good? Ladies and gentlemen, my nephew Ashley, who has got this game, who should get a PlayStation so he can fucking stream it. Right. 80s house, continuing the build. Okay. What was we looking for? Thanks, Ash. You messed my trail up now. Lampshades was that. We need to fill it with stuff. So let's go furniture. And we need to have... What do we need? I don't fucking know. Living room. And sofas. Now we need to choose one of these. Looks like it comes from the bloody 1980s here. I've seen some pretty fucking extreme sofas in my time. That's just the standard, isn't it, really? Light blue. We'll do it. Light blue. Where's it going to sit? If that is the back... No, that's the back door, isn't it? So if that's the back door, then that really wants to go there. But that's where the fucking heater is. So we'll have to take that out and move it. We'll just drop that there for a minute, and let's just get rid of this. I did actually hear that, Ash, yeah. I did actually hear that. Right, we need to see if we can find a retro TV, and I don't think we can. I know there's we can find something that looks like a TV. How about that? We've got to work with what we have here. So what we're going to need is a cabinet of some kind. Maybe that. How big is that? It's a coffee table. Ain't going to be very big at all, is it? Nah, it's not very good. Certainly have a coffee table, but I need more of like a unit or something that looks the part. Tables. It's just coffee tables. I'm going to go to TV cabinets. A classic TV cabinet I found there. We'll do that. I'm happy to do that. So yeah, the next theme for this house, or the next house we do, hopefully we'll be buying it tonight. It's going to be, as I said earlier, the movie fans' house. So that's going to be an interesting one. Now we've got to try and find something that looks like an old TV. Okay, let's do this thing. So electronic equipment. It's just going to go through and see what we can find. I could use the TV, that computer monitor. That's a possibility. I think that's what it's going to have to be, you know? The old sort of like CRT style computer monitor. Shame we have to have it in white though, but never mind. That's basically acting as the TV. Yes, TVs were a lot smaller back then, but they were also... You used to be able to get them in like a 21 inch, and it would be... It would look like it had a wooden sort of like veneer surround around it. It was quite nice. They're quite nice, and if you pick one up today, chances are it'll still work. Which is really good. Okay, so we've got that. What else do we need? The 1980s house. There ain't a whole hell of a lot in here that I can put down. Because remote controls for the TV, they came about later. First they were wired, so you can't really do much about that. I can decorate the room with a fan and stuff, but there's no... What's the fun in that? Decorations. Let's try maybe a few pictures or fireplaces. If you work, I'm going to make love to my TV. Just kidding. You used to get these. It works. Okay, you used to get fireplaces. You used to have open fires, as they called them. And you used to use sort of like wood, coal, and newspaper, go up the chimney and all that palaver. And do you know something? Open fireplaces were the warmest things in the world. Some two people would even have to have them to warm up water. And, you know, they were so nice. They were really nice. We used to have one where I used to live when I was a kid. And it was really nice. Especially that on a Christmas morning was nice. Speaking of Christmas, can you fucking believe tomorrow's the 1st of December already? Already? What the fuck? We're going to put a clock on the wall. Kind of like the look of that one for this project. And that will go just there on the wall. Okay. I don't think we need much else. To see what else we could use. Pictures. You can have a little bit of artwork. A little bit of artwork ain't going to hurt nothing. So let's do that. Let's go with this vintage motorcycle picture. I like that a lot. That's really nice. So put that one up there. And let's get another picture that could work in the 80s. Check that out. Retro setting, it's called. We'll take it. Oh, fucking hell, that's huge. I'm going to leave this room there before I mess it up. So this is your standard... Oh, let's put a fucking rug down, because that just looks too bare. Let's put a rug down, for fuck's sake. It just looks way too bare. We could just do like a standard sort of rug. But instead, we'll see what we got. Let's do the red one. We'll flip that round there. Some people would have a coffee table on that. I think it takes up too much fucking space. So let's move that just there. There you go. There's your standard 1980s living room. Looks really good. So you got your computer monitor, TV. You got your fireplace, your sofa. That's all you need. I would love to put a stereo in there, but the stereos on this game are a bit too modern. I would like to have one that's got like a record player, a tape deck, your graphic equalizer, things like that. So that's really good. So there we have it. We have our 1980s living room done. 2 more rooms to do, the bedrooms. This one is going to be the master bedroom. And this is where we're going to wallpaper again, but keep it bright. Back in the day, no TVs in the bedroom. That never happened. It never happened where I lived anyway. We had that in the 90s, our TVs in our rooms. We didn't have it in the 80s. So basically, I just need to find let's go for a wallpaper. Let's go for a wallpaper. I know which one we can use because I saw it earlier. If I can find the fucker, it'll be nice. Flower? No, fucking hell. Let's go a bit brighter than that, for fuck's sake. I'm going for that, and I'm going for it in that colour as well. Now's where we're going to start getting on to the brighter colours of the 80s. It was a trip. You see it on album covers, a new 80s record or compilation, whatever comes out, and they've got the brightest fucking colours known to man. And I will admit, it was like that, all lights and colours and stuff. But bloody hell. So this is going to be like the master bedroom, which is going to be interesting. In other words, mum and dad's room where they get it on every night. And talk about fucking their wood days at work and all that sort of crap. I haven't got time for any of that. I just want to get this sorted out. So yeah, our next house is the movie lover's house. I've got an idea for it, and I think I know what I'm going to do. And I think I might even know what house I'm going to have. Ashley, if you're still there, did you check out the castle, by the way, on yours? And if you did, what did you think of it? Right, let's get that one loaded up. Okay. Lovely stuff. Let's get the top of this papered. He said, yeah, he's had a look, but don't have enough money and completed all the jobs as well. Nice one. Just literally go through your selling. Literally start buying just go through the houses, do them up to the best you can and sell them. And once you unlock it, you can also negotiate a price and get a little bit more cash that way for your property. And then just continue like that. I mean, I've got over 2 mil and, you know, and that's literally, there's no cheats, no mods, just by working the houses. And then once you've done it, you get to go do the houses all over again and do different things to them. And you can make them more fancy. That's really good. So I hope that's going to help you, my man. Let us know how you get on. You only have one house. That's not the beginning house, is it? The little shack. Because what you might need to do in order to progress is buy another house. And even if that's a shit tip, have that as your office. And progress that way by selling the house that you have. It's going to give you more cash anyway. But I will warn you, I don't know if you saw the live stream at the castle. There is a fucking wolf that keeps howling every sort of like few minutes, and it does get a bit annoying. And the sky is red as well, so that's nice. Okay. I think we haven't missed anything. I think we might be done here. Okay. I've already got some lampshades in here. So that's really good. So with that being said, I'm literally going to get rid of the wallpaper I'm not going to use. We might have things on the wall, but I am going to get rid of that heating bracket. Where's the door? You walk in here. And the bed could go down here, yeah. No TV. There'll be no TV. Oh, right, I got you. Yeah. Okay. Right. Should we try for curtains, people? That's one thing we didn't do in the other room. Ah, fuck it. Let it stay like it. They can put their own curtains up. They're not going to say thank you anyway. Right, okay. Windows, curtains, and blinds. What can we do here? Can we go for something like this? And we can have those. I bet you won't let us have them over here. Fuck me, I will. Okay. Okay, let's assemble this then. This is a treat. You don't often get to see me put curtains up. Beautiful stuff. Let's get the next ones up. Lovely stuff. Okay. It's bedtime. I wish it fucking was. Let's get a bed. Furniture, is it? Bedroom. Beds. It's got to be standard. I'm sure I think I fucking need a new controller. Thank God a PS4 controller works on this. Do you know what? That'll work out just fine. That would work just fine in an 80s house. So, with that being said, let's bring it forward a bit. I bet that's too far forward. Oh, no, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, we like that. Then literally all we need to do is go bedside cabinets. Let's choose some nice ones if we can. 80s-esque. Just go for these ones. Standard. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, Farm and Sim 22. Brand new to this channel, which you have seen beforehand, but that was just me showing you about. Tomorrow night we actually start on a proper farm. And that's coming tomorrow night, Farming Simulator 22 on PS5. Next we need lighting. And we want standing lamps, table lamps. They'll do just perfectly. A couple of them. Beautiful. We'll put them on. And if we turn this light off, there you have it. A nice 80s style bedroom. Now it's time for the fun bedroom. It's smaller, so it's going to be like a teenager's room maybe. And the first thing we're going to do is remove this heating thing because it's in the way. The second thing we're going to do is get some brightness going on in here. By brightness, I mean this is a teenager's bedroom. A 1980s room. You're thinking posters, you're thinking bright colours. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to have a feature wall at the back of the room where we are looking now, which is going to be paint. And it's going to be a bright colour. And we've got all these different new colours to play with. So when you think of the 80s, what colours do you think of? It's like neon blues, greens, reds. I'm going to go for a nice red. Should I go for red wall? Or should we go for something completely ludicrous? We ain't got to go for dark, have we? I think we're going to go for a fiery orange on the back wall. That just looks red to me, but hey-ho. Probably look different when the lights are on. We could actually just do the whole bedroom in this, couldn't we? I'm not going to, though. I'm going to do different colours. I will do the orange extended out to that wall. No, because that'll look weird, wouldn't it? Okay, let's continue going bright. With an actual red. Let's see how red it really looks. Okay, there is a slight difference there. Ain't much in it, though. Okay, beautiful stuff. Going to get rid of these colours and get some different ones. So that's looking insane already. Let's go first. We've got to have a green. There has to be a green in there somewhere. So let's choose the brightest fucking green that we can find. They are ripe pear. Ripe pear. We'll do along that wall in ripe pear. Like I say, we're doing this as like a teenager's room. Holy hell, that's bright. Okay. We have a bit of dirt to clean up there, I see. We will get round to that. We definitely will get round to doing that in just a second. Just let me paint up here if this fucking lampshade will get out of my face. Please don't say I need the friggin' ladder again. Alright, I'll buy a ladder. Fair enough. You win. Okay. We've still got a couple of walls left to do. So let's do them with a nice bright blue. I don't mean bright blue as like a light blue. I mean bright blue as in fucking bright blue. Okay? Really, really bright. And the brightest blue that I can find, that one's a nice one. The Azure Bliss one's quite nice. But I may have to go up here and go with... I'm going to go with the indigo one. Was it indigo blue? Azure Bliss, that's it. That's bright enough. Also might help in a way... Fuck me! Also might help in a way to tone down just a little bit as well. We'll see how it works out for us, because we're now going to put it on this wall. What should we put on this wall? Let's put on this wall. This wall is too high up. I'm sure it is. And that's why I can paint it. Okay. That wall's done. Fucking hell, it's bright. Okay, finally, we're going with the mother load here. We're going to go yellow. We're going to go yellow. The yellowest yellow you've ever yellowed in your yellow life. Banana smile, let's do it. Oh, why do I keep doing that? It's been a long ass day, guys. It's been a really long day. It's been a long day of taking medication and watching TV and listening to people talk out their arse. Okay. Looks a bit like a child's nursery, but nonetheless, it's going to be your 80s bedroom. We do have a lampshade in here. Is it any good, though? Standard. It'll do. It'll do for what we need. It just looks like you've done a room for the LGBTQ community. No, no, I haven't done a room for the community, although if I did, it wouldn't just be the room, it would be the outside of the house as well. And that's not a bad idea for a theme, but I think I might leave that one well alone. But I do have tons of respect for them guys. Okay, so let's go furniture. And we want beds. I need the brightest fucking bed I can find. Well, not necessarily the brightest, but you know. Okay. That's quite nice. We'll take that. It's not exactly flush against the fucking wall, is it? Let's see if we can move it. That's the one thing that jars me off about this game. Some things don't line up properly. Okay, now how are we going to make this room better? We're actually going to go blinds up in this room. And I'm going to put up the brightest ones I can find. I think we need to go here, maybe. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with them ones because they match the green. Is that the only blind I can put up? One. Okay, let's do it then. Let's put it up. What the fuck is that comment? Davin, if you're watching, what the fuck is that? Okay, we ain't done, not by a long shot. We've got to put a few more lights on the wall. That's right. And we're going to go wall lamps. And let's choose some colours for these. So, red straight off the bat. Should we go? What is that one? Empty. I got you. So you could choose. I'm going that one. I'm going to put them all up here. Relax. That's what Frankie says. And we're going to go red. That light is huge fucking mungus. I'm going to slim that one down a bit. I have to slim that one down a bit. I can't have it that sort of like size because it's just too big. There we go. Let's turn this light off so we can see these a little bit better. And finally, of course, we all need a place to chill. In green. No, not in green, because it won't show up very well. Let's go orange, maybe? It's massive. Why not? Let's take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Turn it on. There you go. 1980s-esque bedroom. Cannot be bad. And that's the house done. So let's take a look. So you got the front garden. Once again, just a quick recap here. Around the back, you've got a pool, you've got a barbecue, and you've got a hammock. We've already seen that tonight. Inside, you walk in, and you met with your standard like 1980s looking wallpaper, beige carpet, tables, entranceway. As you walk straight ahead and you open the door, you've got a very 1980s bathroom with your beige and brown tiles. Also got like a different coloured thing there. You got a very green bath. So tiles on the wall. In here is your living room with your pictures, your TV, and your fireplace. Pictures on the wall, very basic, very 80s. Kitchen. You got tiled floor, green tiled walls. You got your refrigerator over here. And over here, you've got some cabinets. You've got some nice blue cabinets up here. And also things here, a sink and a cooker. Plus your radiator in your kitchen. And finally is your bedrooms. Master bedroom. We've seen me do this tonight. You got your bed. Quite a light, well, quite bright. Wallpaper. And your bed. Lamps. Curtains, very nice. And finally, to finish it all off, you've got the teenagers style bedroom with neon lights all over the shop, different coloured walls, orange, red, yellow, blue and green, to give the 80s vibe, to give the 80s colours. And that is your 1980s themed house. We have completed it, we have done it. Now, we got to sell it. And see how much we get for this place. See on the outside. Outside looks great. Are we ready to sell? Let's do this thing and go. The house cost $61,272. Renovations $877. Furniture brought $7,599. Furniture sold $7,623. The house sale is $90,000, and it's got a profit of $28,456. And the winners are the Smoth family with that amount, with the winning bid being $90,583. I think that was quite successful. We are going to accept their offer, go back to our office, and buy a house for the new build. The next build is going to be the movie lover's house. This one is going to be different, but I know what house I'd like to use. It's just a case of fucking doing it. And of course, I will work on these off stream so they don't take 2 or 3 episodes to do. So I'll probably do some of this, maybe getting this one ready tomorrow. But we're going to go buy the house before we leave here tonight. Let's go into this beach house here, and we're going to go right. Now, the house I'd like to have, where are you? Where are you? Is that the one? The house that is hiding something. That's the one we're going for. It's a shit tip, and we may have used this house before, but we're going to use it for this build. This is going to be the movie lover's house. This is the theme for the next house. And so we're going to see what we can do and how we can do it. It might be a little bit of like standard stuff with movie things dotted all over the place, and things like that, or, you know, we'll just see. We'll just see what we can do. I'm not going to go cleaning anywhere tonight. I'm just going to take a look inside at our shit tip we bought. Yay! Okay. So we've got this like whole area here, which looks like it used to be a kitchen, but them days are gone. This is okay. That's a bedroom. That is a bedroom. There. We've got over here. That's the front door. Okay. We've got a bathroom. Has seen better days. We'll do that. I don't know exactly what movie themed stuff we can do in a bathroom, apart from go in the shower and quote lines from fucking Hercules or something. And then go downstairs. And we do have a basement area. And it also has this area here that we can do something with. We shall have to see what we can do with it, guys. But right now, I think we need to fix a fuse. There we go. We have done something in the new house. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave it tonight. This is going to be the movie lover's house. Maybe movie themes somehow of different films. We shall have to see what we can do. It might be a bit of a trick, but we'll work through it. We'll get it done. Okay. I don't think it'll be fucking blue on the outside. Right, okay. So let's go out of this house and shut the door and come back to it another day. I will do a bit of work on this one off stream. So that can be getting itself ready to be transformed into whatever the hell it's going to be turned into. So I'm going to leave it here tonight, guys. Thank you for joining me. This has been Flawless from Flawless Rage 2, and this has been House Flipper, finishing off the 1980s style house, and also starting up a new house, which is going to be the movie lover's house. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Remember, tomorrow get your advent calendars out, 1st of December. And also, don't forget to join me tomorrow night on Farming Simulator 22 PS5 version, when we'll be starting our own farm. What are we going to farm? Fruit, crops, animal products, forestry, whatever. We're going to choose a farm, and we're going to go there and do it. We're just going to see how we get on. So join me tomorrow night, Farming Simulator 22. And thank you for watching this episode of House Flipper tonight. How are you going to join me tomorrow? Simple. Don't forget to subscribe here if you're new. Turn on them post notifications to be notified every single time I upload a brand new video or stream. Also follow me on Instagram at Flawless Rage 2. But for right now, guys, it's time for me to go. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. And nothing else will have to be said tonight, guys, but always remember to be yourself no matter who you are or where you are. And always remember to keep smiling. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers. Bye.